An investigation was made about the three different types of vehicles that exist, which consist in making a comparison to see which car has better energy performance according to needs of each person. In this research, different areas were included, which include the administrative process, standards, protocols, and quality standards, as well as the operation of the different technologies. The car internally have a bus which is connected to the vehicle directly or through gates, which allows the connection of external test and diagnostic equipment. The CAN Control Area Network Protocol is the global standard that results in the diagnostic information being transferred through the UAC bus, instead of being transferred separately. This vehicle bus also connects to the driver's information center on the dashboards, making all the necessary information available in an appropriate way. On the other hand, for electric and hybrid cars, there is the EEC 62196, also known as CCS Combo, which is an international standard for the set of electrical connectors and charging modes, especially the first one for electric vehicles, and that is technically maintained by the International Electrotechnical Commission. In the case of combustion cars, there is the OBD protocol, which had to install a monitoring system for some of the emission control components in automobiles, as well as detecting electrical, chemical, and mechanical failures that may affect the emission levels of the vehicle. Currently, you can connect to the diagnostic machine in different ways, by Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or USB. According to the technologies applied in any car, the telematic systems will be used depending on the user's requirements. The most common requirements are usually connection of other portable devices and playback of music files of multiple formats, Bluetooth hands-free telephony, GPS navigation, help for emergencies, location and tracking of the car in case of theft, receiving text messages and emails, reading news and other RCC feeds, including internet browsing. For combustion car, there is a special system which consists of a device that injects small doses of distilled water into the engine on your vehicle without any type of refurbishment and obtains a significant saving in fuel consumption, greater engine power, and an almost total elimination of the polluting gases proper to combustion.
Today, there is a heavy dependence on the oil in the mobility, which will have a strong impact on the world economy in the coming decades, which is why alternative sources of energy are being sought. An important part of the hybrid and electric cars is the power electrics, since without this engine does not work, as it recharges the batteries thanks to regenerative braking from the motor among other functions. Vehicle combustion works with an internal combustion engine, or piston engine is a type of machine that obtains mechanical energy directly from the chemical energy of the fuel that burns inside the combustion chamber. Hybrid car, the regenerative brake, which can be used to charge the battery of the electric motor each time the vehicle uses a brake. That is to say, the vehicle moves finally with the power that supplies the electronic motor. An electronic car is a vehicle driven by one of the motor electric motors that use electrical energy stored in a rechargeable batteries and transferred into kinetics. The above refers to the operation of each technology, but we must also take into account the standards and norms that exist in the manufacture, sales, and distribution of vehicles. An electric car is a vehicle driven by one or more electric motors that use electrical energy stored in rechargeable batteries and transport it into kinetic. The above refers to the operation of each technology, but we must also take into account the standards and norms that exist for the manufacture, sale, and distribution of vehicles. Standards are documented algorithms that contain technical specifications or precise criteria that are used constantly as rules to ensure that the materials, product, process, and services fulfill their purpose. ISO standard warranted a certain level of quality of product or services. Some norms that standard related to the automobile sector are ISO 16949. In this standard, we find the requirements for the design, manufacture, installation of any products of the automotive sector. ISO 14001 Environmental Management. Norm 001 Electronic Device. Norm 079 Emission of Noises. Norm 076 Tariffs. In order for these norms and standards to be well applied in the product, the computer center that manage all the production in the plants must be well designed. The computer center must also have its guidelines and safety regulations. Automotive technology is constantly advancing. As a result, we find there's three types of technology: internal combustion, hybrid, and electrical. We can say that this technological advance helps reduce pollution and, on the other hand, in some cases, to the personal economy and say that in some cases several factors must occur. For example, long distances constantly, the continuous use of the car, etc. The price of investment of hybrids is higher than combustion cars, but much cheaper than Tesla. The advantage of hybrids and electrical is that you should not pay the verification, the possession. In the end, the saving with the hybrid will reduce large amount on the investments short-term time. As for Tesla, the only advantage we see is the return on the interest rate, but we still have to compare it. The performance and economy will be different for each needs, and we will set that in the performance calculator.